I lived there, I could do whatever I liked. Oscar says, doing whatever you want can get tiring after a while. I sometimes get a bit bored watching the same old shows on TV. I even have to get my own supper. I'm quite good in the kitchen, but I hate to be bored. A lop-eared rabbit I know called Nibbles works in a circus with Mr. Hoopla. It must be so exciting, never a dull moment. Swinging on the trapeze 1 minute and then tiptoeing on the high wire next. Nibble says, it is fun hopping through hoops in a tutu, but sometimes I could do with taking off the clown's nose and putting my feet up. Oh, maybe it's all a bit nerve-wracking for me. I think I'd quite like one of those owners who do lots of sitting about, like Miss St. Clair. Her Scotty dog Andrew is always sitting by the fire, having supper on a tray, and they spend the evenings doing puzzles together. Andrew says, oh, on the whole, I feel very well looked after, and Miss St. Clair is good company, but it's rather embarrassing when we go out shopping. Miss St. Clair makes Andrew wear a little hat and a coat. I don't think clothes would suit me, but I would do anything to be somebody's pet. So, in the morning, I go to the pet shop and ask Mrs. Trill if she has an owner who might want me. She says, there isn't much call for brown rats, and I'm afraid you aren't very popular with the public. I say, well, I don't see why not. I'm very good company, always popping up when you least expect me to, and I'm happy to eat anything, even if it's been slightly nibbled. Mrs. Trill says, well, you could always make a notice and put it in the window. You never know. So, I write, brown rat, looking for kindly owner with an interest in cheese. Hobbies include nibbling and chewing. Would like a collar with my name on. Would like a name. Would prefer no baths. Will wear a jumper if pushed. Yours keenly, brown rat. That pesky rat. P.S. Sorry about my bad poor writing. Me. Not a very good picture of me. Then I wait. And I wait. And I wait. Until on Tuesday, old Mr. Fortescue is passing and he stops to look at my notice. He has to really squint because he has such bad eyesight. Then he looks at me and says, my, haven't you got a pointy nose? And goodness me, what a long tail and such unusual beady eyes. I'll take him. I can't believe my luck, nor can Mrs. Trill. Mrs. Trill says, are you sure? And Mr. Fortescue says, oh yes, I've been looking for a brown cat as nice as this one for ages. Mrs. Trill looks at me and I look at Mrs. Trill and we both look at my notice, but neither of us says a word. I just love being a pet and I am trying to be really helpful. I pick out the best cheeses by using my excellent sniffing nose. I clean the kitchen by nibbling up all the crumbs. I help Mr. Fortescue cross the road by scaring the traffic. and I'm always there when he comes home. So here I am. Finally, a pet with a name. So what if I have to wear a little jumper? Mr. Fortescue says, "Well, Tiddles, who's a pretty kitty cat?" And I squeak,